Hello everyone. Welcome to Bulber Cafe week of June 9th to the 15th. My name is Yasko. This week we start with the healthcare. Rentals, like apartment rentals, tools rentals, people in the rental services business. That means like Monday. So we start Monday. Or REITs, as well as those sectors that provide services to the healthcare industry. What's the prominent theme of the week as far as the market is concerned? We start off the week with people who are um, uh, even in the armed forces. That would be in the news. That's probably because we're fighting many wars. So let's get back to the markets. The chips, WTI, Brent, and the entire group in that sector are all highlighted. What action will the Middle East take? That is going to be a concern. This week progresses to the next week, and especially the G20 meeting in Osaka, Japan. Although the G20 is not considered a big event compared to the G7 and especially for the US. It's not really considered a big event, and I don't think the US really attend, or I don't think they've attended in the past. But this time it's different. President Trump will be there as well as China's president. I think Russia is also expected to attend. It's a major international event. The G20 will happen at the end of the month, I think June 28th. That day presents a good buying opportunity as far as I am concerned. But I'm not an advisor nor a market participant. This is strictly an astrological thought. If I were to be doing any buying, I would buy it that day or at the end of the month. I don't see the semis going anywhere yet. In fact, they could get hit further on the downside again. I'm talking this week. Steel, or it could go over into next week, but they're not really stars. Steel, metals, or the cyclical group as a whole do not seem to be doing well. So steel, construction, infrastructure, rails, minerals, aggregates, agriculture, and mining sectors could take a hit again. Tuesday and Wednesday, check out the retailers like Bed Bath and Beyond, that type of retailers, as well as social media. Now, the southern border wall is continuing to surface as something that must be completed. Please refer back to Bull Bear Cafe USA 2019. Now, at the same time, the market is definitely focused on the international scene. It is all connected because German, Japanese, and the US auto manufacturers facilities are in Mexico. Therefore, semis and energies will dominate the news that move the markets. What else? Lawsuits facing the giant media, including social media, or the FANGs. That is really coming up strongly next week, because legal matters are going to be dominant or the salient feature of the news in general or in the markets. Yes, they'll make the news again. They will be the topic of discussion. The market will close the week with focus on the debts, bonds, and in fact insurance matters. Check out all the insurers, funds, all funds, including pension funds, hedge funds, even private equity. Anything that is a fund should take your attention, or they come up going into, say, the 14th and the 15th. Therefore, interest rates will be a big topic. We move into next week where major legislation like immigration, antitrust, anti-globalism, or trade deals with China and even EU, UK, and Japan will be major topics moving the markets. Next week, markets are moved by external and legal events. You may also even hear about tribunals if there are any war crimes to be tried. So a lot of focus will be on the media stocks, and major pieces of legislation. And of course, immigration becomes the biggest one. And I think I did mention that last week, that before the market even bounces back, and I'm not talking about just what we have seen. I'm talking about a major bounce back. And I think I mentioned food or agricultural commodities. Before we can do that, we must deal with this immigration or the immigration law. And that concludes this week. So until next week, ciao.